Hey guys, Six is here with more Gwent content. So a lot of things happened since the last video. Uh, Basically, deck builder was released from the cards we have until now, and we also made all the cards that we have until now into Coackatrice, so that way we can play with them and see basically the tools the factions have to play until this moment. So after using a little bit the deck builder and playing a couple of games, more like 6-7 games or so, I just came to the conclusion that this is the strongest deck. You can play with the cards that have been released, so I chose to make a video about the deck to let you know what does it play, how does it work, and basically why it's so overpowered, maybe possible changes that could be made to balance the deck. Of course, we still don't know if it's really that overpowered, because there may be stronger cards to know to come out, but we still don't have access to them. So it's just a little bit of theory crafting, a little bit of me having fun and discovering the possibilities that the cards we have out now gave us, and a little bit of confirming why ScoaiTael is one of the best factions and how to actually exploit the powerful mechanics that the ScoaiTael has. So basically we're gonna start with the hero card, or with the leader card I should say, and it's Brotherhood. We don't actually have an image of him right now, but basically what it does is play a character from your deck to basically play it instantly. So basically we play 6 characters: the Sarah, Prize Winning Cow, Dandelion, Sheldon's Cags, and the 2 spies, Idline and Jevin. Basically what you want to be doing is get key cards with your hero ability. For example, one crucial way to actually win against monsters is just getting Sarah with your hero ability and removing the weather reliefs that they have played. Of course, that also means that since you always draw Sarah, because you always have your hero ability, and you also have decoys, you also have medics, you can basically remove all the weather effects you want, and monster is impossible for them to beat you. Literally, I think that matchup is unwinnable. If you know what you're doing, it's more than 80% possible to win against monsters, at least with the cards that are out right now. Basically, I never lost with this deck yet, but the games I played against monsters were incredibly favorable for me. It was impossible to lose, basically. So that's why one of the reasons that this deck is so strong. Basically, it beats everything, but the monsters one is really big. So let's go into the cards, since I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. This is the first card. We play 3 of them. Blue Mountain Commando. Basically what it does is you play it and you get 3 Blue Mountain Commandos to your side of the board. Blue Mountain Commando is a great card. The reason why this is even though 9 power doesn't seem like that much, it basically fills your deck with unique cards. The troop cards are basically the weaker cards on your deck, and you have to play 22 of them. So since you want to play the least amount of weak cards you can play, it's actually very strong to play 1 master card on your troop cards, since that way you are thinning your deck, you are having less weaker cards because these 3 act as 1, and you're basically getting better draws each time. So yeah, that's this card. Also, since we are playing a lot of buffs, this card can represent 30 damage easily. It's a really strong card, and you should always play it. Nothing more to say. You can master it from the graveyard, you can revive one with a medic and just get those 3 out. So that's great. Then you have Brigade Vanguard. This card is awesome. I actually didn't think this card would be that good, and this card is really strong. this card basically it's always gonna be like 10 power, 8 power, or even more, since the morale effect applies before Inspire. So basically, this plus this Blood Monte Commando plus this plus Inspire is like 10 power each. It's really strong. And you have, of course, you're always gonna have cards on the Melee row. That's the one you're focusing on most. So basically, they are stable, they are really great, and you always want to play them. And you can also play them in the range row sometimes. If you have healers, you can chain heals and play a lot of healers on the range row, and then play this for some power, even though that's not too great, but you can always do that, so that's better than nothing. And then you have Mahakaman Guard. Mahakaman Guard is a really strong card, and is probably one of the cards that should get nerfed, or at least be looked at very closely, because it's really strong. Basically, this card optimally is gonna be 18 power, since it's gonna be up for 3 rounds, and you get to choose when you play your cards in this game, since you're not drawing. You actually always know all the cards you're gonna play, or most of the cards you're gonna play in that game, so basically Mahakaman Guard is always gonna be a lot of power. Also you have buffs and whatever, so it's more and more power, it's a lot. Basically the only weakness Mahakaman Guard has is that it can be scorched if you play a lot of them, but you should be smart about it and not let it get scorched. Yeah, this card is just amazing, and the fact that you can get it out with some of the characters like Sheldon's Cracks is even better. Yeah, that's basically one of the things you want to do. Maybe you're not playing against monsters, and you can use your hero ability and get Sheldon's Cracks. That gets you a Mahakaman Guard, which is gonna be a lot of presence on the board for that round, and probably for the rounds to come, basically. This deck also, you have to understand how it plays. Most of the time it's gonna try to win round 1 and round 3. So getting Mahakaman Guard down on round 1 is awesome, because you want to get it to win the round 1. Then on round 2 it's just gonna be a power your opponent has to put on the board to actually win that round. So it's cards he's spending, you're not spending them, you already spent your Mahakaman Guard on the first round, but you're getting it for free. So it's basically 2 for 1 in kinda, and getting you card advantage and a lot of advantage basically, so that the third round is really easy for you to win. Basically, that's the same purpose Prize Winning Cow has. It also combines well with Decoy, of course, but yeah, it basically stalls, puts 10 power on the board, and lets you play very smoothly on turn 2. Just let your opponent win turn 2 and get massive card advantage and presence for the last round, which you're gonna win pretty much always, or you should at least. Dandelion is a great card. It's basically a Commander's Horn, but even better, since you can always play it. And Commander's Horn, you're always playing it on Melee row anyway, so the theoretical weakness of Dandelion is not there at all. It's just a great card. I mean, you can also get it with your hero, and you play Commander's Horn, basically targeted. At first, when I built this deck, I was actually playing 2 Commander's Horns, but now I'm only playing 1 because of that reason. You're always gonna draw Saskia, you're always gonna draw Dandelion. This card can actually get you the Commander's Horn too. It's just amazing. The amount of card draw you can have and the amount of thickness your deck will get really thin easily. So you're always drawing good cards. And yeah, Sheldon's Cags, we already talked about him. It's really good. I don't have to say anything. It's really amazing. Also, it's even better because it gets the Mahakaman Guard from the deck, never from the hand. So you're actually playing the full turns. You're not wasting a card you already have in your hand and playing it for free. So Saskia is also amazing. Basically, it gets you a Scorch or a Commander's Horn. If you have a lot of Commander's Horns, you can Scorch. And if not, it's just amazing to buff your Melee row and make it really hard for your opponent to win that round. Geraldine is just an amazing card. I I will show it, but yeah, you should be playing it because it's really strong against monsters. Is really great to get. Basically, it's almost always active because a lot of decks like this, they are based on melee row. Skellige seems to be also based on melee row. Monsters seem to be based on melee row too. So it's just amazing. Seer is just a great card. This is probably one of the most underrated cards for now. It's really strong. Basically, when you play it correctly on turn 2, it's gonna be a 10 power card that actually reads draw a 10 power card. So it's amazing because you're gonna play it twice. You're already looking to lose that round, and since you won round 1, your opponent cannot let you win the round 2 also because he's gonna lose. So it's just on a bad situation for him, and Seer will get value and will get you a free turn basically and 10 power more for the next round. So it's just a crazy card, really good. And yeah, Star is basically there for monsters and to get it with the hero. Basically, because if you get frosted, you may lose a round you shouldn't lose. So basically that is the purpose of Sarah. That's also the purpose of trees, and it also lets you scorch in case you need it. So that's even better. And then we have the healers. The healers are just great cards. There's not really much to say about them, but you can get a lot of combos with them, like play the Monta Commandos for a lot, play spies your opponent has played, play this and get a Hakaman card already. Yeah, you can play a lot of cards. You can play this too. Maybe it's not too strong, but maybe if you know you're already losing the round or you want to do something tricky, you can get it. You can get Dandelion to play a Commander's Horn. It's just a really handy card. It's really good. So then you have the decoys. Decoy is a card I always underrated, and now I'm actually reminding myself how good it is because it lets you lose a turn. So basically by losing tempo like that, you're getting ahead of your opponent. It's just really strong card because you can actually reutilize the spies they play, you can reutilize the medic, you can get out an important card when you're playing to lose a round, you can decoy the cow to get 10 power. That's just amazing effects you can play with decoy. Decoy is a really handy card, it's really good, and you can also get it with this card, which is nice. Basically, it linearly is a little bit bad that it is random in this build because we are playing two types of special cards, but it is not too bad since you can always control the randomness somehow. So it's still a really amazing card and you should play it. And then we have Yavin. Yavin is very good. Basically, it's the greatest spy in the game. It's the better card. The better spy or the better disloyal card we have actually seen, so no reason not to play him. He gives you card advantage, he debuffs the row your opponent is playing. Like, the only problem is you cannot play it on melee row, but it's not that bad. Like, if you could play it on melee row, it would be just amazing. But yeah, basically that's it for the deck, and that's it for the theory talk in this video. I'm gonna cut it here and wish you good luck, and I will basically get more content for you guys later, get some games playing with this deck and show you how overpowered it really is. So that's it for today, guys. Have a good one.